stage right here in Milwaukee. Just got out there and kicked some. Probably saw a little footage Dean's kid got. That would be Tyler, blowing it up. Had a good time tonight, man. As you can see, I'm very happy where I'm at, man. As a kid, it was always my dream to be with Dean guitars, and play a Dean guitar, to own one someday. And funny enough, the way the whole thing unfolded, after countless days of skipping school and just gawking at the Dean catalog, learning it inside and out, everything about it, and dreaming of it happening someday, there was a guitar contest that came to town. And the big prize was a Dean ML guitar. And at the same time, I didn't know, my dad ordered me a Cherry Burst Dean ML Standard, American, of course, all the way. And the day that thing came in was the night of the contest, and I won the contest nonetheless. And I won. That was the best day of my life, man. I won the guitar, and my dad got me the badass Dean Standard Cherry Burst. Of course, the door keeps opening when we're trying to talk here on cam, so do what you got to do. We'll see what kind of skills Tyler's got later. Hit the outside noise button and C-section that off. Get you pulled. All right, so anyway, that was a big moment in my life, man, back in the day. And I was real proud to have two Dean guitars, not just one.
How old were you?
16 years old, man. When I popped my first Dean nut. 16. Best nut I ever shot. It hit the moon. I swear to God. Get you pull off that one. And anyway, from there, I'm 16. I'm a kid just like you are. I wanted to race some hell. I wanted to buy this Firebird, man, Formula. And I needed $600 to buy the car. And like a jack-off 16-year-old, I lost my Oakleys. No, I'm just kidding. Hang on. No. What I did, man, is I sold the guitar I won. Ugly motherfucker. I loved it, man. Burgundy, it wasn't the sexiest looking guitar, but it sounded better than the other one, which they both sounded great. Long story short, I sold the guitar, the one I won, and I got $600. I got a car, but I sure missed that guitar. And man, through the whole way, through that whole cycle of all the time that I sat around thinking, man, I should have did something else to get this car. I should have lost that great guitar. Rhyming with Diamond, coming again. A long time coming. The guitar kind of made a little weird cycle, and it ended up in the hands of Buddy Blaze, and I didn't know that he got it. And he knew what I did to the Deans back in the day. I'd get them in the pawn shops for cheap. I'd route them out, Floyd Rose, hot rod pickups, do all the diamizing to it, customize the paint jobs. And anyway, he got the actual one that I won, did all that, and painted it up, lightning bolts, threw the pickups in there, hot rodded up, did the whole rig, threw the Floyd Rose on it, and he was getting famous at that time. He was working for Kramer, and I asked him if he would do a dime guitar for me, and then the door opened, and it kind of chopped into my story, but that's all right. Part 2. Check out the chick holding the light. Get your pull offer. Queen Dean right there, coming up. Anyway, so Buddy goes, hey, man, I'll do a dime guitar for you, man. And Buddy's, family with me, man. Next thing I knew, the next day on my doorstep, FedEx, was a big box. I opened it up, and I seen the case, and I kind of, I totally knew it was a Dean in there. And I popped it open. I was like, how could he do something this quick? I popped it open, and it was the lightning bolt, dime bolt, Dean hell, man. And I was like, holy, greatest guitar I ever had, will ever have my whole life. Thank God I still got it now. I lost it one time, and I had to pay $2,500 to get it back. Look at this. Spotlight coming in. Anyway, the story goes on and on forever, man. But somehow or another, in my whole life, Dean's was a big thing in my heart. It was always my dream to be with Dean and play Dean's, because they had them at the music store, and I'd go play them every chance I could. And I dreamed of having them. I ended up with 2. I won one. My dad bought me one. Lost one. It came full circle. Now Dean's back. I'm back. We're hooked together, and it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in 20 years. I'm so happy. The tone, the playability, everything about the guitar is amazing. And at being able to work with the actual mastermind of the whole thing that put the original together is beyond anything I would ever thought would ever happen to me, man. And it's a beautiful deal. I'm beyond happy. First time I met Dean was at Spirit Music in Dallas, and I was like 15, 16. It was right around that same time, not 16 something, because I already had my own dime guitar, Dime Dean, after I routed it out. Anyway, so I knew Dean was stopping by the shop. I was like, all right, Dean, you like this story, huh? Dean shows up, and I'm like, all right, there's my boy. That's my man. And I was trying to get to him, man, but
the idol's idol.
The idol's idol. Anyway, I couldn't get to him, man. He was just kind of low key and just kind of I couldn't cut through, you know. And the store owner, I know, let him know that I was like the biggest Dean fan in the world, but Dean just didn't have time for dime. But you know, that's probably the gay entity of being young, you know. And so what I did is I went and cranked up a couple stacks as loud as I could, and just started ripping everything I could rip as hard as I could, making as much noise as I could, trying to get his attention. Then somebody came and tapped me on the back, and I was like, it's got to be Dean. I turned around, and it's Dean, and he goes, pretty good, son. And I go, hey, thanks, man. Hey, had my Sharpie ready. Would you sign my guitar? Absolutely. He flips it over to sign it, and there's no back plate on it. It's drilled. It's cut out for a Floyd Rose. He goes, man, caught a huge hole in my guitar. What are you doing? I said, look, I had to have a Floyd Rose. Anyway, story goes on and on and on from there, and here we are, full circle, you know, 15 years, 20 years later, 20 years, 20 plus. Man, we're getting old, man. Hey, man, with age comes wisdom is all I got to say, man. First of all, man, I've always been a radical motherfucker, man. I mean, just in my mind, a crazy something. Even before I drank, you know, it was all about racing hell, skateboards, BMX, going sideways. It's always had to be radical for me, man. When I started playing guitar, you know, and I saw the fucking line of Deans, I was blown the away. And I knew immediately, I'd seen the Flying V and I'd seen the Explorer. Then when I seen the ML, I was like, that is diamond's shape right there. Shot the kid, come on. Dean's going brown. Look at Dean running lights, dude. Never in 40 years did Dean think he'd be running lights and doing brown. All right, here we go.
Everybody's going brown. Come
That's
on.
classic, dude. Classic Dean voice right there.
Dean, quit it.
Get your bull. Dad's gonna be ringing like hell tonight. So anyway, man, the thing that I first loved about the Dean guitar, beyond any other guitar, was just the sexicity of it, man. The wings shooting everywhere, the headstock, the greatest logo on a headstock ever. Wings, man. That means you can fly. You can do whatever you want with that guitar. And here I am, you know, doing exactly what I want, flying all over the mother country with it. And it's a beautiful thing. Effortless, and it's feeling good, screaming like a motherfucker, man. And we'll get some more tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll get a little better situation going on. We'll get your interview boy out here, and we'll blow that up. Now, let's see what kind of master antithesis theme you've got. It didn't work. One more.
Let's do the tattoo, the Dean tattoo, man.
All right, got that.
So there it is.
Filter on it. I'll
see you on the blackjack table.
Okay. All right.
There's a story behind the tattoo.
Man, I didn't think I'd ever even get a tattoo back in the day, you know? Like a circle angle. I guess the door's open for life now.
Take that one apart, Doug. What? Take it apart. And get a light.
There we go.
Let that hold that one.
You get that?
We're good.
All right, we're rolling.
No, roll. Okay.
All right, so man, back in the day, you know, I didn't even think I'd ever get a tattoo. And once, you know, I played clubs for 7 years, 3 nights. I mean, one more time. Didn't even think I'd ever get a tattoo. Coming up again. Didn't ever think I'd get a tattoo. Back in the day, you know, we used to play clubs 7 nights a week, 3 1-hour sets a night. And, man, we play everything from Van Halen to Iron Maiden to who knows whatever, man. Anything, you know, and our own. And when we finally got our own record deal, you know, we put out 4 records before we got a record deal. A long time coming. Kind of like the Dean thing. It's a long time coming. You work hard, you stay in the game, and you keep kicking, you keep driving forward for that target, you're going to hit the bullseye, man. I guarantee it. I'm living proof, man. So when we finally did, I thought to myself that I should go ahead and scar myself up with a tattoo that I could look at when I was 50 years old, even if I failed tomorrow. I made it that far along, and, you know, there's no way I could ever regret that tattoo. You know, I could be 50 and look at it and go, yeah, played Deans, kicked, got a record deal, Cowboys from hell. You see the blood dripping out of it, too. It signifies all the sweat, blood, and tears. Blood, sweat, and tears. Get that right, Don. I want to go off on tattoos. If you ever get one, it's worse than Lay's potato chips. You can't just have 1 or 20. It's gone. It's over. But I felt strong enough and solid enough in my heart to put that on my arm. And been missing the Dean part of it for a long time. I'm glad I'm back, man. Best that's happened to me in 20 years, man. So I'm glad to be back, man. It's the ultimate high. Razorback coming up. Greatest guitar I ever came up with. You know, everything's revolves around the ML shape. You know, we got the Stealth coming at you, and now the Razorback, the sickest metal guitar in metal, period. And the mere look of it, you know, if somebody's holding that motherfucker, they mean business, man. Because it ain't no around. You know, with Dean, we make weapons. We don't make guitars. We make weapons. And you go out there and destroy anybody with those motherfuckers. That's what they're for, you know. Average guitars are average guitars. Nice guitars are nice. Vintage are vintage. And that's what they are. Those are the highs and lows of rock and roll. But if you want to destroy something, you got to strap up the Razorback, man. Dean. That's where the sound is, playability, the entire everything, man. Dude, I can't imagine holding one of those round guitars, man. It's just, I can't, it won't fit. For one, something you can wrap your whole body around, hunch over, a la Michael Schenker, a la Dimebag. Let it rip, man. You got it. We got some pieces. What do y'all think? I mean, it's a true testimonial, too. I mean I'll blow my Dean guitars in 200 hours. I'll show up at that Dean Owners of America, whatever you're going to call that, Jack-Off Fest, Party Fest, whatever it is. Everybody's walking around with Dean tattoos. And, dude, it ain't ever going to stop. You know, I'll go for hours about it. It's a beautiful thing, man. Very happy. Here's to you, Dean.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man. Awesome. Good things come to those who wait. Kind of gay to bring that up, but that is the truth, man. What do you think, Aaron? Here's my sound guy. Get a quote off him from out front. That's good. Tell me I don't play my off like
Oh, you played your
Give it up one time for Dean video.
The idol. It's a good time.
Give him a quote. Give him a quote about out front, dude.
It's okay. It was fine. It was perfect.
That sucks, dude.
I'll tell Dean later. You know.
He's just jacking you off, man. You know, this guy used to be a rock star and a man. Get your butt up there.
No, he said sound.
Shout, son. What's that all about?
Sound. No, he said sound.
Anyway. Not everybody can express himself as fluently as the idol, but he knows me very well, and he knows how happy I am to be back with Dean. True?
It's true. It's very true.
What is that? All right. Well, hey,
Look up the lights. We're still going.
I'm just kind of popping a nut on you, like throwing the cop at me. Sir! Oh, all Not me. I didn't do it.
Can you believe there are lights all over the place and we couldn't find them? But they're here. Where's the light? We got candles going. We didn't realize there's like 6 lights right here. Look at Susie. She's hot. She's had a few shots.
Did she? She got a couple?
Yeah.
All right.
Good one with Rita.
We were warned.
Is this going in the
We
interview?
were warned by Elliot that we will do shots if we hang with you.
Well, I mean,
So we did.
my whole life is just one huge rock and roll, hell-raising, heavy metal party.
One big shot.
There you go.
That's gonna happen,
One endless shot.
Not endless. I take a break every now and then. So how we looking? What do we miss, man?
We're okay. We're okay.
Don't start petering out, man. You can take some dirt pills, man.
Hey, you got them. I forgot my dirt too. Forgot my
Didn't you
dirt.
get the kid on dirt pills? Is he running track on dirt pills?
I'm off the dirt.
He's off the dirt, man.
I tried it.
He tries to stay above it, man.
So I'm not eating dirt.
It's rebellion.
Well, hey, man, we'll continue tomorrow night, man. We'll be in Chicago, House of Booze, and we're going to explode all over the place. We'll see if I can get you a video pass so you can do your thing. And now you kind of got a feel for how things work around here. We're real loose. We like to bring everybody into the family, get y'all up on stage, get your boy Chubbs, get your boy Zach Wild up there, get your up there. I let Mayhem film again. Look, he's getting on it. He's like, oh man, that's got a nickname, man. Hey, don't feel too bad about it. Yeah, I was got a little going on too. Hey man, all I can say is Dean Guitars rule, and dude, the bottom line is you will see, feel, and hear the difference, man. It's that simple. Check it out, and hey, it's up to each dude whatever they think. But I feel confirmed, no doubt in my mind, no doubt from day one. That's the place to be, man. That we're doing is just getting better and better. We're going above that level. Rock on, get drunk, raise hell, Dean Guitars.
to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and supporting the power of heavy metal and David's Plan. Right. I want to send some love out to someone very special in my life, Mr. Dean B. Zelensky, the guy who built my guitars, the greatest guitar builder of all time. Thank you, Dean. I'm back with Dean Guitars, the greatest thing that's happened in the last 20 years. And go you. Give it up one time for Dean B. Zelensky. And Trevor. Hey, take it out, Tom. So all right, how's the movie? Chicago.